Y'all. Always like that word. It's efficient. It's a contraction. It's like can't or won't. Y'all. I think it should be official. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Monday. It's November 2nd, 2020. My name's Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Good. Came out good this morning. Well, got the first snowstorm of the year coming right now, or at least of the season. I put a short clip on my personal Instagram. Just, oh, look, it's snowing. And now it's snowing. And it's accumulating. And we're still in this part of the season where I don't mind seeing snow. I like it. It's pretty. But come February, I'm kind of like, hey, let's be done with this. If we could just trade out like 1 month of winter for 1 more month of summer, I think things would be much better. But I would probably say that regardless of how much winter we had. I do enjoy winter, but not in the same way that I enjoy summer. Winter is expensive and dangerous. We got some questions. Well, first, let me tell you about my weekend. Friday was a pretty good day. Saturday, friend came over. We had to do a project on the warehouse. There was some rot in the wood, and we chopped it out and swapped it out. It's not really my skill set, though I might be able to do it now that I watch what we did. Fixed the drainage. Spent Halloween with some friends. A friend. Just hung out. Had a few drinks. Went out to dinner. It was a good time. Yesterday I recovered. Slept. Set the clocks to the right times. Did a little bit of work. Nothing too special. But this week, this is a big week. It's especially big for us here in the United States. I know we do have some international viewers. And I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this week. Stacy says, morning, love you, but we'll be on the road in minutes and lose signal. Promise to listen later. Totally fine. Be safe. So, I'm going to get really close to breaking one of my rules, which is talking about politics. Obviously, here in the United States, we have an election tomorrow. A lot of votes have already been cast. There's a dynamic here as it relates to martial arts, though. There are a lot of people predicting and even preparing for things to go sideways. And in my observations, when the general public is getting ready for a disaster that is a man-made disaster, that disaster will happen. This is not commentary on sides or who should or should not win the election. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that we are so divided and so divisive that no matter the outcome, clear or murky for any candidate, I think there is a good chance at chaos. Now, when we look at this from a self-defense perspective, it is my hope that those of you who train will take the first aspect of our training to heart, which is to not go to stupid places with stupid people and do stupid things. That is the heart of self-defense, avoiding the situations when possible. Fortunately, most of us are able to work from home. Maybe not most, many. A lot of us are able to work from home. And I hope that if you get a bad feeling, you will trust it. I hope that you will just make smart choices. Because it would suck to hear that people from this audience, especially, got into trouble. However you might define that word. I think that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. We will have a show tomorrow. We will have a show Wednesday. I may be a zombie on Wednesday morning because I plan to watch election results and see what's going on. Because information allows you to make better decisions. It's Monday. Whose episode is out today? Should be an episode of Martial Arts Radio for us. Miss Robin Murray. This one's intense. I think I kind of put a warning in the intro on this one. I believe I did. It's a heavy story. Intense story. Powerful, and I'm glad we were able to help her tell it. So check that out. If you're having a rough day, you might not want to listen to it. What am I doing today? I may go to Taekwondo tonight. We'll see. We'll see what the day brings. We'll see how much snow we get. I don't have snow tires on. If it's just this right now, this is fine, but it's building up. It's coming down hard. Here, you guys want to see? I'll show you the snow. Come on, camera flip. That's what's going on right now. See, the porch is covered already, and that's in, what, 10 minutes? Yeah. All right, let me get resettled here. Okay. So yeah, today's just a normal day of work and more work, getting some work done, working on some projects, just trying to move that ball forward. It's all about whistlekick. So, yeah. The sweatpants pre-order is going. You've got 2 weeks on that. November 15th is the last day on the sweatpants. If you want to see them, tune into Whistlekick Live. I will show off a couple of pairs that I have. They're really comfy. They're the best sweatpants. They really are. But I don't recommend buying orange if you have an I don't recommend buying black pants if you have an orange cat. If you have an orange cat, the light gray is the preferred color. The dark gray is also okay. Don't get the navy. Don't get the black. Nope. All right. Let's see what you all wrote in. Remember, if you got questions, comments, feedback, stories, anecdotes, what other words can I use to say the same thing? Parables. You can leave those in the comment section below once the show closes, and I will read them tomorrow. And we got some stuff here from Frank. As always, thank you to Frank, making sure I've got plenty of stuff to talk about. And here today we've got Lao Tzu is the author of the Chinese classic, the Tao Te Ching. His exact birthday is unknown, although scholars have determined he was born in the year 604 BCE, or BC, however you want to term it. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Your mind hears your own words. When you say, I suck, I'm dumb, I can't do this, I'll never get this, I'm not good enough, your mind hears it. But your mind hears it authoritatively because you're saying it. Your mind seems to say, oh, I must have missed that part. I guess I can't, won't, shouldn't, etc. The first step to doing anything is believing you can. If you don't believe you can, do what you got to do so you can. Believe that you can. I don't know anyone who's ever achieved success in anything who didn't believe they could. I pay a lot of attention to podcasts with startup businesses and just general business stuff. Nobody's ever gone on any of those shows and said, you know, I started this business and I didn't think it would work and I didn't believe in myself and now I'm a billionaire. That's not a narrative I've ever heard. We exist in this odd culture that does not seem to support lofty goals and shooting for the moon. So we've all learned to temper our desires and our self-esteem by saying, oh, I'm dumb. Oh, I suck. Oh, I'm broke, right? Like all of these negative things. It's become popular to brag about how broke you are. Less so than it was a few years ago, but we're still kind of there. People are expected to feel guilty about having success. Find different people. If that's what the people around you are saying and doing, you will never have success. You are the average of the people you surround yourself with. Think about the people that are around you. This is part of why I listen to podcasts. Because I don't have a lot of wildly successful people in my life. So I need to hear the stories of others. That keeps me motivated. It reminds me that there are plenty of people out there who have achieved success. That, you know, there are rarely overnight successes in business that, yeah, I've been hammered on whistlekick for years. And it will probably take years more for it to become really successful. But I'm going to get there because I know I will get there. I believe I will get there. There's no reason we won't. It's going to happen. Get your mind right first. A man with outward courage dares to die. A man with inner courage dares to live. Lao Tzu. I don't know how much I'm going to say on this one, because where's the first place we tend to think when we think about something like this? It's military service. I have not served in the military. I did not. I had the opportunity and chose not to. I was recruited by the Air Force Academy. Didn't want to serve. So I am not going to make anything that even is remotely judgmental of that choice. To choose to die, there's an end point there. Right? When you die, we don't know what's next. Maybe some of us do. Maybe some of us don't. I don't know. I don't claim to know. But if we think about it in terms of a timetable, it takes more effort to live. We may reward the death. We may honor it. But that life, to keep going, that is often a difficult choice. It's really coming. I'm very thankful that it's light out while we do this show now, because it was kind of depressing to sit here in the dark drinking coffee. I mean, I enjoy talking to you all, and of course I have lights on, but seeing what's going on, at least in my backyard, while I talk to you, it's much more enjoyable than it being dark. Although getting dark at 4 in the afternoon is not cool. But we're not there yet. We will be soon. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. I've talked about this. This is something that I'm working on. That anxiety comes from thinking too far into the future, too many moves ahead. Oh, good morning, Nathan. Think about life like a chessboard. Actually, this came up in conversation this weekend. Apparently, there's some correlation between chess grandmasters and going crazy. That the better they are, the more nuts they get. And it might be because what's something that a chess master does really well? They think many, many, many moves ahead. I try to think many moves ahead, and it creates anxiety. What am I doing right now? I'm drinking coffee and I'm talking to you. Does thinking ahead to the next step, does that change anything? Well, it creates anxiety. Does it make me better prepared? No. So worry about what I'm doing right now. Do the best I can with this show. Be present and enjoy my coffee. Know that I'm relaxed at this point. That's cool. I'm enjoying being relaxed. When I start to think about, oh, but I got this meeting that, don't worry about it. You can handle all those things as they come. There's no preparation needed. Not that I'm going to do right now. It's good. Focus on where you are right now. Leads in well to this next one. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. How do I add to that? Human nature is to want more, to want better, to want bigger, to want... People are texting me. That's good. It keeps us moving forward. But how many of us actually need more? If I'm honest with myself, do I want a bigger, nicer home on more land? Yes, of course. Do I need more? No. Do I want new, nicer clothes? Sure. Do I need more clothes? No. I can make the same claims about food and travel, and I don't need more than I have. If I did, I would have died. I have what I need. We all, just about all of us, have what we need. And recognize there are plenty of people who don't have what they need. There's power in that recognition. It's pretty great, to be honest. Remind myself, I'm doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Be happy about that. Thankful. Grateful. I hear the garbage truck. And our last quote for the day from Lao Tzu. A leader is best when people barely knows he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, we did it ourselves. How many people out there have been like that? For every conventional, we'll say, leader, for every leader who earned attention and a conscious following, there are probably, 10 people who made an impact without people really knowing. Maybe people knew on a low level, maybe people knew in their community, but they weren't celebrated. That's okay. Frank says, some places manage you to death. Yes. Yes, this is the nature of chain retail, my friend. But leaders, I'd say most good leaders are leaders because of the cause, not because of the spotlight. Do I do this show because I want to be a leader? No, I do this show because it furthers the mission. Am I the host of Martial Arts Radio because I want to be acknowledged? No. I am the host of Martial Arts Radio because the person I asked to do it had to step back, and I didn't want to wait anymore. So I stepped in to do it. It's an awkward thing to try to lead an effort while being uncomfortable with what you have to do that. I am inherently a shy, introverted person. That doesn't work. It doesn't work when you host a podcast and do all this other media to hopefully benefit the world of martial arts. So I work on it. All right. If you want to support us, Patreon, patreon.com/whistlekick. We've had a few people that have had to step back, so Patreon revenue is actually down. If you've been thinking about doing it, I would ask you, helps offset the cost of all the things that we do here at Whistlekick, or you could make a purchase on the store. First cup, 15, gets you 15% off, but not the pre-order. I'm not doing any discounts on those. We are selling them at the price that we need to sell them at. If we sell them at a discount, we will not make money. And this is an item where we need to make a few bucks to make it worthwhile. Because it's going to take some of my time. I have to go pick them up, I have to drive them around, I have to pack boxes. And losing money on them, we're not going to do that. Okay. Other things you should know. If you're new to the show, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on notifications. If you're watching, please hit the thumbs up. Helps us in the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you check out today's episode of Martial Arts Radio. Listen to the disclaimer at the beginning. Make sure it's something that you're going to step into. There's some intense stuff. If you have questions or comments, drop them in the comment section below after the show closes. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow, bright and early, 6:30 a.m. U.S. Eastern. What are we in? Daylight savings time or normal time? Whatever. I forget what it flips from, what the name is, but now. The now time. All right. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody. I appreciate you. Peace.